cause for significant concern.
4 women employed at Dollar General in Brunswick County are accused of stealing more than $27,000 in items. You're listening to NCN News.
Attention job seekers, you may have heard our commercials for ncjobsnow.com. Well, we'd like to clear a few things up. We aren't a government website, but we are a great source for local jobs across the state of North Carolina. At ncjobsnow.com, you'll find hundreds of jobs openings to apply for statewide. When you search for us at ncjobsnow.com, don't forget to type the now. Our name may be hard to remember, but our job opportunities are hard to forget. See for yourself at ncjobsnow.com. Remember, that's ncjobsnow.com.
Add some power to your Christmas list this year. Right now, legendary fuel-powered steel chainsaws start at $179.95. And steel battery-powered blowers start at just $129.95. Deck your halls with power. Put a steel under your tree. Fuel or battery, find the steel power that's right for you. Search STIHL or find a dealer at steeldealers.com. All prices MSRP at participating dealers.
NASCAR Hall of Fame car owner Richard Childress shot at 3 people trying to break into his home. The Davidson County Sheriff's Office says the owner of Richard Childress Racing heard a crash at the door of his home on Sunday night. If you don't have the latest iPhone, you're lagging behind, like really lagging behind. CBS News correspondent Jim Chenevey reports.
Apple admits it. Your older iPhone is operating slower since the newest iPhones came out. A consumer watchdog group that evaluates electronic performance started a social media storm when it reported that almost to the day since the newest iPhones were released, older iPhones, 6 and 7 models, slowed down. But Apple says while it was intentional, it was not part of any conspiracy to get owners of older phones to buy new ones. Rather, it was aimed at compensating for a drop in battery performance in those older iPhones, what it calls performance smoothing.
The Piedmont Triad Airport Authority have voted to change the name of the airport to Central North Carolina International Airport effective January 1st. Greensboro Mayor Nancy Vaughn tells WXII News.
I think it will make new businesses understand more where we are. Certainly a name change I don't think is going to make someone decide to come here, but I think as we're branding ourselves across the country, it will help people understand much more quickly where we are.
Driving during the holidays can be deadly. CBS's Jim Taylor has the numbers.
National Safety Council estimates more than 300 people are likely to be killed, more than 35,000 seriously injured in car crashes during the upcoming Christmas holiday week. The numbers go up the following week through the New Year's holiday, so the NSC is urging extra caution, sober driving, reminding that drugged driving is impaired driving.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Get your message to the thousands. Call the WCAB Sales Department today at 287-3356.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Chaos in Melbourne, Australia as a car plows into a crowd of pedestrians on a busy sidewalk. At least 19 people have been injured, 4 critically. This man was there. He says he's one of the lucky ones.
The sound of the impact that came off the car must have been travelling at a very high speed.
Victoria police say they've arrested the driver of the vehicle, an Australian man of Afghani descent. He was acting police commissioner. Shane Patton says he is known to police, but they say he has no ties to terror.
He is not currently on any bail or any corrections order or anything of the like, and has a history of drug use as well as mental health issues.
One other person was arrested on scene for filming the attack on a phone. Again, authorities say the crash was deliberate, but they don't think it was terror. Security is being stepped up in the United States as millions hit the roads and the skies for the holidays. We may have a Christmas government shutdown. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill now scrambling to come up with a deal to continue funding the government. The deadline to reach a plan is Friday at midnight. Republicans may already be seeing the effects of their tax reform plan even before it's signed into law. Here's ABC's Todd Ant.
'Tis the season to be giving, and in the wake of President Trump's tax cuts, big companies are finding ways to pass along some of their likely savings to employees. AT&T says it'll pay a $1,000 bonus to 200,000 workers. Fifth Third Bancorp says it'll pay a $1,000 bonus to more than 13,500 employees. Boeing plans to pay it forward by providing an additional $300 million for job training, facility upgrades, and charitable giving. Wells Fargo raising its minimum wage to $15 an hour, and Comcast says says more than 1,000 employees will be getting a $1,000 bonus. Todd Ant, ABC News.
The White House now says that President Trump may be signing the $1.5 trillion tax bill after the new year. A lot of Americans will have a white Christmas this year. A major snowstorm is moving across the country, bringing with it severe winter weather just in time for the holiday travel days. You're listening to ABC News.
So what would you do with an extra $500 a month in your budget? $500. This isn't hypothetical, by the way. This is something you may need to think about very soon if you decide to become a member of MediShare. MediShare is a way to pay for your health care, and typically it costs $500 less per month for a family versus other health care plans. So seriously, think about this. You could pay off loans, pay down a mortgage, save the money for retirement, donate to charity. That would be a big deal. But you know what? Here's the best thing. MediShare works. It has 250,000 members, and it's growing fast. With MediShare, not only do you save, you don't have to pay for things you don't believe in either, and that is a beautiful thing too. So here's how you can find out more, and you might actually wind up saving even more than $500 a month. So check into it. Here's the number. Call 877-26-BIBLE. That's 877-26-BIBLE. Now available in Montana. Call 877-26-BIBLE.
A 6-week-old infant has been found in Houston. The baby's mother was found stabbed to death. This is a friend.
It's not fair. The baby's no had a mother no more.
Again, police say the baby was found this morning in an apartment building in Houston, unharmed. A Connecticut 11-year-old is being called a hero. She helped deliver her baby brother. ABC's Linda Lopez has that story.
When 11-year-old Angie Valverde's mom realized at home her baby was coming 2 weeks early, she knew she was going to need Angie's help. Angie's mom was in severe pain and asked her daughter to get her to the bedroom. But when they got there, Angie couldn't get her mom onto the bed and was worried because she could see the baby's head.
I was afraid that my mom didn't make it or the baby fall.
Angie caught the baby right when her mom told her to. The 11-year-old was honored by the New London Fire Department in a ceremony at her school. They said her quick thinking and actions resulted in a safe delivery and was the reason a healthy baby boy was with them today. Linda Lopez, ABC News.
Great story. A new study may have you feeding your children more fish. Study out of China finds eating fish may benefit your children's sleep quality and intelligence. Fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are thought to regulate sleep and contribute to brain development and function. Researchers evaluated children ages 9 to 11, monitoring their intake of fish. The kids then took an IQ test at age 12. Those who ate the fish at least once a week tended to sleep better and scored almost 5 points higher on the test. This is ABC News.
A good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in, and we're excited to announce the MyPillow Buy One, Get One offer is back. Purchase any MyPillow premium bed pillow and get the second bed pillow absolutely free. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the Buy One, Get One free tab, and take advantage of this limited time offer. Use promo code SKY at checkout or call 1-800-635-1825. That's MyPillow.com, click on the Buy One, Get One free tab, use promo code SKY at checkout.
Have you noticed what's going on at Oakland Feed and Seed? Cheapest price in town on propane refills. 20-pound cylinder, $11.99. Forklift cylinder, $17.99. And the 100-pound cylinders, $55.99. Whole corn, $6.99 for the 50-pound bag. 10-10-10 fertilizer, $9.50 for the 50-pound bag. 17-17-17, just $12.50 for the 50-pound bag. Check with Oakland Feed and Seed for all prices. You'll find them the cheapest around. It's a generational thing. Your dad and your dad's dad shopped at Oakland Feed and Seed. Oakland Road, Spindale, locally owned and operated.
The system that generated all that rain yesterday is gone. We'll end up with partly cloudy skies today. It's cool, the high temperature in the low to mid-50s, so it'll be nice to see the sunshine today. The clouds creep back, though. They're in South Carolina, building back to the north tonight. It becomes mostly cloudy, the low in the upper 30s to low 40s. Friday is mostly cloudy. It's a milder day. You'll enjoy the comfort. Upper 50s to about 60, even milder on Saturday with rain developing in the evening. I'm Mike Mays in the North Carolina News Network Weather Center.
Thank you, Mike. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Good morning, everybody. It's 46 degrees outside our studios here in beautiful downtown Whiteside Road. And we're looking up to about 51 for a daytime high today, dropping back to 38 tonight. Now looking toward the weekend on Saturday, mostly cloudy with showers likely. Highs around 63. Chance of precipitation about 60%. Then Saturday night, mostly cloudy with rain likely. Lows around 45. Now, Sunday, mostly cloudy with scattered showers, highs around 54. That's Christmas Eve. Now, listen to this. Don't get alarmed. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a chance of rain and snow. Lows around 31 with the wind chill value as low as 25 Sunday night. And that's a 30% chance of that. Then on Monday, Christmas Day, partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain and or snow. Wind chill value as low as 24. So there you go, folks. Keep dreaming of a white Christmas. It may fall into place. And again, right now, 46 degrees here at WCAB in Rutherford. 7 minutes after 7, I have these death announcements. Charles Anthony Chuck Haynes, age 53 of Shelby, died Monday at Cleveland Regional Medical Center. Funeral arrangements are pending and will be announced by Patchett and King Mortuary for Charles Anthony Chuck Haynes. Miss Phyllis Ann Queen Newman, 74, of Tampa, Florida, passed away Saturday. The family is planning a private service, and Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service is helping with that for Mrs. Phyllis Ann Queen Newman. Francis Morgan Ross, age 89, of Forest City, died Tuesday at Oak Grove Health Center. The family will receive friends from 10 until 11 today at Mount Vernon Baptist Church. The funeral service will be at 11 o'clock today at Mount Vernon Baptist, and burial in the church cemetery. McMahon's Funeral Home and Cremation Service, serving the family of Francis Morgan Ross. Mr. Donald Ray Davis, 77, of Ellenboro, died Monday at Fairhaven Home, Bostic. A memorial service will be held at 1 o'clock today at Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Home. Urn burial will follow at the Corinth Baptist Church Cemetery, and the visitation will be from 11:30 until 1 today at the funeral home prior to the service. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Service is serving the family of Mr. Donald Ray Davis. Nell Ware Dietzel Pogue, age 74, of Bartlett Street, Spindale, passed away Sunday at Spartanburg Regional Medical Center. Funeral services will be 6 p.m. this evening at Mount Lebanon Baptist Church, and burial will be in the church cemetery. Family will receive friends from 5 until 6 prior to the service. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Nell Ware Diesel Pogue. Edward Ed Clay Harrell, age 90, of Forest City, passed away Tuesday, December 19th at Hospice House. Services will be held 1 p.m. Friday, December 22nd at Fellowship Baptist Church. The family will receive friends from 12 until 1 prior to the service, and burial will be in the Cool Springs Cemetery. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Edward Ed Clay Harrell. Charles Sechrist, 85, of Rutherfordton, died Monday at Hospice of Carolina Foothill. A celebration of life will be held 3 p.m. Friday at Crow's Mortuary. Family will receive friends 1 hour prior to the service at the mortuary on Friday. Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Charles Sechrist. Mrs. Mary Sue Swafford Leach, 77, of Bostic, died Thursday, December 14th at Hospice House. The family is planning a memorial service for 2 o'clock on Saturday, December 23rd at Mount Vernon Baptist Church. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral and Cremation Services in charge of those arrangements for Mrs. Mary Sue Swafford Leach. Juanita Parker, 73, of Spindale, passed away Tuesday, December 19th at Rutherford Regional Medical Center. A celebration of life service will be held Saturday, December 23rd at Fellowship Holiness Church. And Crow's Mortuary is assisting the family of Juanita Parker of Spindale.
The gender editor of the New York Times. That is her actual title. Now, she and her female friends have spoken with knowing nods about the nuances of sexual interactions. Sometimes they say there's a place of no return where having sex is easier than bailing out. And she says that there are names for this, like gray zone sex or begrudging consensual sex or lukewarm sex. Sex you're kind of, about, meaning bored, apathetic, and then there's bad sex because of how you feel afterwards. But there's one passage I want to quote verbatim. She writes, "Consent isn't always black and white. Sometimes no means yes, because you actually do want to do it, but you know you're not supposed to, lest you be labeled a slut. And if you're a man, that no often means just try harder, because you know persuasion is part of the game." This woman doesn't know it, but she's a throwback, because she's exactly right. In the old days, no, more often than not, did mean yes. It's called seduction, and you might want to look it up in the dictionary if you're offended right now.
Hiring is important. People are what make your business work. But how do you find the right talent? ZipRecruiter makes it simple. One click sends your job ad to over 100 of the web's leading job boards. But ZipRecruiter doesn't stop there. Their smart matching technology will instantly alert quality candidates about your job. That means you'll start getting great candidates with the right experience almost as soon as your job is posted. No wonder 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day. The right candidates are out there. This is how you find them. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
People from businesses of all sizes trust ZipRecruiter for their hiring needs. We're so confident ZipRecruiter will get you better results than anywhere else. We'll let you try it free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Jim Bishop here, wishing you and yours a happy and safe holiday. From my family to your family, God bless and Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Colonel Greg Gatson, retired Army Colonel and former Garrison Commander of Fort Belvoir and proud U.S. veteran. I know from personal experience that the road to recovery can be difficult. If you've recently filed a VA disability claim and have to attend a VA claim exam, you've likely got questions. Search Compensation and Pension Exam on VA.gov for the answers you need and the benefits you've earned. Your VA claim exam. Know what's next.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs.
One of the hottest things going on in automobile world today is the fuel-efficient Ford Escape from Sisk Family Ford. You get more value for your money with a Ford Escape, and you'll appreciate the comfort and the value in this remarkable automobile. Try one on for comfort today at Sisk Family Ford, and whenever you need top-of-the-line service on any automobile you own, be sure to bring it to the experts at Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304.
In the early 1870s, a Mexican gang headed by Tiburcio Vasquez ran rampant. There were those outlaw gangs such as the Daltons who liked to one-up other gangs by doing something outrageous like robbing two banks at one time. Tiburcio wasn't like that. He just did outrageous things because they popped into his head. For instance, on December 26, 1873, he decided to rob a whole town. The town was Kingston, California. Kingston wasn't a large town. It had a hotel, a couple of stores, blacksmith shop, and the mandatory saloons. The evening of the 26th, Tiburcio and about a dozen heavily armed men, Tiburcio himself had 4 pistols, entered the town. They tied up people they met and took their valuables. Then they took over the stores. The last place they entered was the hotel that also contained a saloon and restaurant. While they were rounding up the people in the hotel, a John Sutherland went out the back door with his rifle. He discovered some men who hadn't been tied up, and they head across from the hotel. Gunfire opened up. With all the loot they could carry, Tiburcio and his gang escaped, with the air filled with lead. The people of California were outraged with the brazenness of the Vasquez gang. An $8,000 reward was offered for Vasquez alive. Incidentally, it was $6,000 if he was dead. In May of 1874, Tiburcio Vasquez was arrested near Los Angeles, and immediately he became a celebrity with hundreds of people visiting him in jail. Just who was this Tiburcio Vasquez? Come back tomorrow and you'll find out. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
We're counting down the days, counting down the time for Christmas riding up on us. And, of course, tomorrow is the big day for the drawing for the recliner from the Recliner Center. And we'll have a drawing for a Spider-Man recliner for a little boy and a bicycle for a little girl and a adult leather new recliner from the Recliner Center. And also, mid-morning tomorrow morning, we're going to be delivering the families Christmas to them. Once you've been helping with, we'll do that, load that up, and get that out mid-morning tomorrow. So tomorrow is a big day. Starting tonight, however, we're starting with some special Christmas programming. This evening at 7 o'clock, we're going to be playing the Orson Welles 1939 version of A Christmas Carol. That's a great historical radio drama, and we'll play that this evening at 7 o'clock. So bring the kiddos and grandkiddos by the radio and let them hear this Orson Welles version of that. Then on Friday, we have Candle in the Window at 7 o'clock. That was a very popular show last year. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, the Piney Mountain Boys, the little young fellas there from Ellenboro, will be playing Christmas program for 30 minutes. We'll have them on tomorrow morning at 9, plus a whole lot of Christmas music through the weekend. But right now, we've got the news report to give, and we have Sheriff Chris Francis on the phone with me right now to give us an update from the Sheriff's Department. Sheriff, good morning.
Good morning, Jim. Sounds like a really good program you have in the near future.
Oh, we're all excited about it. We folks are loving these old radio shows, and so we're happy to be able to present those again this year.
You've done well. Very nostalgic.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Tell us what's been going on.
Jim, the last 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office responded to 147 calls for service. There have been 8 arrests processed in county jail. Currently incarcerated, we have 180. Among those arrests, Rodney Allen Brown, 32-year-old white male of Boston, was charged with possession of Schedule 2 and drug paraphernalia, received a $500 secure bond. Christopher Warren Antonio Ledbetter, 30-year-old white male of Spindale, was charged with possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver Schedule 2, maintain a place or vehicle for drug activity, possession of drug paraphernalia, speed diluted arrest, and resist obstruct delay, and received a $100,000 secure bond. Among the incidents, we had obtained property by false pretense, Sweetbriar Road South, Lake Lure. Looks like someone had sold the victim's firearm without authorization, gaining money for same. We had a break-in and enter in larceny on Bills Creek Road, Lake Lure. Prescription medication was taken in that incident. It looks like we also had a misdemeanor larceny, East High Road, where an Apple iPhone valued $700 was taken. We had found property on Searcy Road, Lake Lure. It was mailed from several addresses in the Lake Lure area, as well as Old Fort area in McDowell County were located. We had a damage to property, Golden Oaks Lane in Ellenboro. A juvenile had cut an inflatable Christmas tree. And we had a break and enter in larceny, Waters Road, Boston, where a Vizio 15-inch TV valued $800 was taken, as well as a microwave, a toaster, Keurig coffee maker, a PlayStation 3, and a Wii, and some other household items in that incident. And Jim, that's what we had to report today.
Well, Sheriff, hope you and your family have a great holiday, and tell you Mom and Dad hello for us. So listen, I'll make a deal with you. I'll say something good about you to Santa Claus if you'll say something good about me to Santa Claus.
That won't even be hard to do. I appreciate you, Jim Bishop, and that'll be done.
Thanks, my friend. Have a great day.
Take care, sir.
Bye-bye. Sheriff Chris Francis on the radios, 19 past 7.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
You know what makes some really great stocking stuffers is some of that fresh candy from Washburn Store. They got the coconut bonbons, they have orange slices, chocolate-covered peanuts, plus more. And you could get some of those. It's always fresh. They never pack it in the back and bring it out next year. It's always fresh. And pack that up in some packages, put those in stockings. They're great stocking stuffers. In addition to that, you could find some other great gifts and ideas. If you're stuck on what to give somebody, walk through Washburn Store. You'll find some great ideas. Washburn Store between Bostic and Sunshine on the Bostic Sunshine Highway. And Merry Christmas to you and your family from the Washburns. And here's Carrie now with the report from the 911 Communications Center. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Hope you're doing well.
Good.
What's on the report?
In the past 24 hours, Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communications has processed 658 911 and administrative calls. EMS had 62, Rescue 38. Under law enforcement, Sheriff's Office had 147, Forest City 50, Rutherfordton 58, Lake Lure 1, Spindale 34. Under fire calls, Ballstick responded to a motor vehicle accident. Hudlow responded to a structure fire, assisted by Cherry Mountain and Ballstick. Our City, Green Hill, Hudlow, and SDO all responded to motor vehicle accidents. And that's all.
Thanks very much. You have a great day and Merry Christmas.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Thanks. Bye-bye. I failed to mention the Washington store has a great selection of that steak candy as well. That always makes great gifts. I remember growing up getting a box of steak candy for Christmas. So they got a great selection there at the Washington store.
Hello, this is Phyllis with Loveless Financial Group. Christmas is that special time when we remember. I remember that special time when all of the sisters and their families would come to Mama and Daddy's. We always came on Christmas Day. Turkey, dressing, ham biscuits, and Mama's coconut cake. From the time I was a little girl, Mama had a nativity set that always had a place of importance in our home. Then there came the time when I must make my own traditions. Cooking for the family has always been special. For me, over 30 years ago, I bought a beautiful ceramic nativity set. When I place it in my home, I remember the faithfulness of our Lord Jesus. It wouldn't be Christmas without the music. Remember, God wrote the song. What can I bring to Him this Christmas who has done so much for me? I will give Him my time, my life, and I will give Him all that He requires of me. I will adore Him forever. I hope as you prepare for Christmas, you will make room for Jesus. Our churches need you, and I know what a blessing it is to be a part of God's family of believers. So from Loveless Financial Group, Al, Lynn, and myself, we wish for you and your family a blessed Christmas and a prosperous New Year. This is Phyllis saying Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye for now.
It's 23 past 7 o'clock. We're being kind today to Chris and Herman Hensley of the Ruth community. They're celebrating their 55th wedding anniversary today. Now here's Ruby Taylor down in Danieltown with the SDO Fire District Report. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
What's on your report today, Ruby?
Well, the fire department had one call, and that was to a vehicle accident. And on my birthday calendar, I've got Cecil Vickers, Gary Thompson, and Christy Baynard having birthdays today. And Mr. and Ms. Arthur Rollins is having an anniversary. And wish all these people a happy day. Hope they have a good day. And the signs are in the legs today and tomorrow. And Jim, that's all I got.
Thanks so much, Ruby. You have a great day now.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to. That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697. 25 past the hour. Let's head up toward Rumbling Ball now and get a report from Steve, I believe, this morning. And here he is now on the radio. Steve, good morning.
Yes, sir. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood here this morning. It's 49 degrees, and we got a little bit of rain last night, but I think most of it's gone now. Shortest day of the year, first day of winter.
It is, isn't it?
All in one. So it don't feel like winter this morning at 49 degrees, but I guess we got a lot of cold weather in front of us, so we'll just get ready for it. Couple things. I did a little research, a lot of research, to find out for our area what stores will be open on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And the Apple Valley Market is the only thing in our little area for miles that I could find open. Nobody called me to say we were open. So if you can still call me at the security if you're open Christmas Day, and I'll be glad to send any folks that may need whatever services you provide your way. And our number is 625-4410. But we have a lot of people here. They're probably going to be looking for a lot of places to go.
Yeah. I suspect there'll be a lot of people that will be closed, but surely somebody will be open.
Yeah, and the Apple Valley Market will be open 10 to 6, by the way. That's their hours. And the two owners are going to be there. So all their employees get the day off, and they're just going to be there Christmas Day and just do whatever needs to be done. Got our luncheon today, our annual luncheon for our people that work with us. So that'll be a big event. Usually we get about 70 folks that come in and participate. It's some good food, good fellowship, and we don't get to see a lot of these folks most of the time during the year. We're too busy coming and going or whatever. So it's always good to do that. We'll be happy to get that underway at noon today at the fire station. So a lot of good going on here. So I'll be here Christmas Day if anybody wants to stop in and say hello.
All right. Good deal. Good for you. Letting all your folks off so you can work, huh?
Yeah. Well, I took off Thanksgiving, and I haven't looked to see about New Year's Day, but I don't. My team's not playing, so I wouldn't mind working New Year's Day. Actually.
Well, I'm sure they'll be glad to hear that.
I don't want to say it too loud, do I?
Well, listen, you have a great day, and if I don't talk to you again, will you be on in the morning, or will Homer be there?
Homer will be here, and all bells and whistles.
Okay, good deal. Well, you have a Merry Christmas in spite of the fact you're working. I hope Santa Claus is good to you.
We'll look for some extra cookies under the tree or something.
All righty.
Thanks, Jeff.
See you now. Bye-bye. Bye. And Steve up at Rumbling Ball is 28 past the hour of 7 o'clock.
Your car only needs one place to prepare for the cooler months ahead. RS Speedy Lube, Railroad Avenue, Ruth. RS Express Inspection Station can get you back on the road and keep you legal. RS Speedy Lube Station has 2 lanes to get you in and out in no time. They carry wiper blades and will rotate your tires. Complete car care altogether, including transmission flush and car wash. Count on Chris and his team to take care of all your car needs. Make it your first stop. RS Speedy Lube Service Center, Railroad Avenue in Ruth.
Here's Bob Hodge now up at the Hudlow Fire District with our report today. Bob, good morning.
Well, good morning.
You feeling good today?
Oh, doing pretty good this morning. Hope you are.
I am indeed. It was good to see you yesterday, and that lovely lady you had with you. It is always a pleasure to see her as well.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure to come by and see y'all yesterday morning there. So, but
Alma Jean looks as pretty as ever.
Well, yeah, she stays that way. But I think she takes part of mine there.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, like I told Todd, I was going to leave my pretty part off.
Yeah.
I'll just be good there.
There you go. That works.
Yeah. But, yeah, we enjoyed coming by, and although it was a rainy and wet day yesterday, but it's looking better this morning, so
yes,
maybe people have to get out and do more Christmas shopping. It won't get too wet there today, so. But look like it's coming back again for the Saturday, first part of the weekend, but look like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, it ain't going to be too bad. It's going to get a little colder, but that's all right for this time of year.
And you know they're saying this rain and or snow on Sunday night and Monday morning. So
yeah,
we may see a little snow. I don't know if it'll accumulate, but there may be some action out there.
Well, if we see a flurry or two, that'd be so on Christmas Day, wouldn't it?
That would be great. Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Yeah. Well, today's the first day of winter there. Today, so that's the shortest day of the year. So after today, the day starts getting a little longer.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, me too. Jim, up here with the fire department, we answered a medical call, and then we had a structure fire call off of Lover's Lane. That's off of Pea Ridge Road. We assisted by Boston and Cherry Mountain on that fire. And we had a vehicle accident called J.A. Hampton Road and Rock Road. And that's about it so far with the fire department. And maybe it stays pretty quiet with us today. And I guess I'll be talking to you in the morning.
Bob, thanks. I look forward to it, and you enjoy your day today, and I'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Thanks, Bob.
Bye-bye.
That's Bob Hodge reporting out of Hudlow this morning, 31 minutes after 7 o'clock. Well, we had a good day yesterday with George over at Farmer's Friend. He came over and we had some drawings. I do not have those names in front of me. I wish I could tell you, but I don't have those names. But we drew third place, second place, and the grand prize of $250 store credit. Other specials you might want to take advantage of is George has a single-man tree stand, only $125. He has a commercial Jackson wheelbarrow. It's $99.99. And he has plenty of a large quantity of square and round bales of hay and straw. So if you need any of that, be sure to go see Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. Generic dog food, 40-pound bag for $11.99. And you'll find great gift ideas. Outdoor Edge razor knife starting at only $16.99. Special deal on shavings. Much, much more at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supplies. And Merry Christmas to you and your family from the staff at Farmer's Friend.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC.
We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC for a city.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck for a city. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
Now let's head toward Cherry Mountain Fire District, and that's where we'll find Sue Price this morning. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Jim.
You feeling well today?
I'm doing okay. Hope you are.
Got all your presents wrapped and all your bows hung?
Not quite.
You got a little work yet to do.
Oh, it's a busy time, isn't it?
It really is. I want to tell you and Richard that the citron preserves are excellent, just like my mom used to make.
Well, good. I'm glad you're enjoying them.
They're really great. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. Well, let's see. I've got 46 degrees to start with, and it's a little cloudy over this way, but I hope the sun's going to pop out. And let's see. The fire department assisted Headlow on a call, and I'm church counter. I don't have anything on my church calendar. On my personal calendar, I got a birthday for our nephew, Mike Price, so I hope Mike's going to have a good day today. And Fairview has birthdays for Walt Thomas, and I missed one yesterday on theirs for Linda Bromnick, so I hope she had a good day. And they've also got an anniversary today for Tony and Margie Spake, so happy anniversary to those folks. And First Broad has a birthday for Betty Jean Hauser. And let's see, in my announcements, First Broad will be having a 11 a.m. Christmas musical and a 10 p.m. Christmas Eve service on the 24th. So they're having some fun things. And Fairview is going to be having a special New Year's Eve service and communion and snacks afterwards. Dickens Creek will be having a special service on Christmas Eve. We'll be reading some scripture and having some songs and be reading the names of the donations for the luminaries and the names for those that have been honored or remembered. So a special service there. Still some things going on at the churches, so try to get out and enjoy some of it, because that's the whole meaning of Christmas. And so far, I guess that's about all the news I have, Jim. It's quiet and calm over here, looking for a good day, and I hope you'll have one.
Thanks, Sue. Enjoy your day, too, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay,
right,
bye-bye.
7:35. Well, Tar Heels last night got embarrassed, I think. Wofford beat them 79-75. Wofford College in Spartanburg, South Carolina beat the all-amazing Tar Heels 79-75 in a game heard right here. And I took a sneezing spell all of a sudden. But listen, let me remind you that our good folks over at Southern Carpet want you to know that they appreciate your support over the years. They've been doing this carpet and floor covering business so well since 1993. and they appreciate your confidence in them. They appreciate your recommending them to your neighbors and friends because their business has continued to grow over those years, and they're willing and able to assist you more. If it's time to redo those floors with new carpet, or if you've never had carpet before, you're questioning whether or not it's a good idea or not, go talk with them at Southern Carpet and find out more about maybe Appalachian hardwood or ceramic tile, Armstrong vinyl, or other beautiful flooring, Tarkett flooring. They're available to answer your questions. 1512 West Main Street across from North State Gas Company, and that website is southerncarpet.net.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style of furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
22 minutes now before 8 o'clock, 8:30 this morning, 8:35. Dr. Bob Levine holding office hours here in the Blue Room. Now let's head up toward the Union Mills and get the Kelly Report. Good morning, Brenda.
Good morning. How are you on this tremendous Thursday morning?
Well, I'm happy as I can be. Glad it's Christmas time.
Oh, I know it. It's just a wonderful time of the year. But I don't like the fact that you said Wofford out of Spartanburg just beat the Tar Heels.
What did you say again? I was talking to Todd.
You said Wofford from Spartanburg beat the Tar Heels.
Yeah. Lips Moses said they'd give away waffle T-shirts down in Spartanburg if you'd like to go get you one.
No, thank you. I'll just stick with the Tar Heels. You tell Lip Mosley it don't matter what. I'm a Tar Heel fan if they never win another game.
What happened to them last night?
I don't know. They just have days like that just sometimes. But it wasn't but by 4 points.
Yeah, Wofford College of all places.
I know, but
no derogatory against Wofford. It's just they're not even same classification. I mean, that's like.
Yeah. But sometimes that happens.
It happens.
You know,
Yeah.
Maybe they just had the Christmas spirit and they felt sorry for them. They thought, well, we'll let them win.
I believe old Roy Williams gave them going over though, don't you think?
I bet he chewed their ears off.
Yeah, I suspect he did.
I just hear him.
Yeah.
Did you see that sunrise this morning when it first come up?
Ours hadn't come up yet.
Well, mine come up over the hill here, and it was just as red as could be. And I walked from the kitchen to the fireplace and come back, and now it's completely cloudy.
Maybe that means snow coming.
I know it. I heard you say that. What, Sunday night?
Sunday night, there's a real possibility. Rain and snow lows around 31, and if there is a precipitation falling, 31 may cause it to do something. And then on Monday morning, partly clouded with a chance of rain and snow.
Yeah.
We can hope, can't we?
Yeah, that's right. Even if it don't stick, it'd be pretty falling.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Love to wake up Christmas morning and everybody's already got Santa Claus and snowflakes start falling out there. It'd be beautiful, wouldn't it?
I know. What's that song? Snowflakes falling.
Sing it.
My hometown calling. Christmas time's coming.
Sing it. That's good. That's pretty. I already started patting my foot. Go ahead and do some more.
No. You'll lose all your listeners. Oh, man. But we hope everybody's having a good time. I've got 44 degrees on the front porch. We had an inch of rain yesterday. Don't have but one birthday, and that's Margie Ward. And I don't have anything on the around here, so we hope Margie has a great old big day on her special day. Today's the shortest day of the year, but guess what? They get longer from here on out. So we got something to look forward to.
We do, yeah. It'll be time to start planting a garden here pretty soon.
I'm telling you, I don't know of anything going on up here, but it sounds like you've been busy and had all kind of visitors down there and all kind of goodies. Santa Claus is good to you.
I'm like a kid on Christmas morning with a new toy.
I'm telling you, just as happy as can be. I was out and about yesterday. I didn't have to do no shopping. I went with a friend of mine. Lord, the places are crowded.
Well, they are. They really are crowded. But maybe that's.
And I was gonna buy me some dog food. My dog, he's old. He's 15 years old, and ain't but certain things he'll eat.
Oh, really?
And it's hard to get him to eat that. So, there's just one kind of dog food that comes in a can, and they sell it by the case for $4.98. But if you buy it by the can, it's either 44 cents or 50 cents a can. So there's a box sitting there on the shelf, and there's one can missing out of it. And so I picked one off of the shelf and put in it, and they wouldn't sell it to me as a case.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I said, well, it's 12 cans a case. Why can't I have it as a case? She said, no, this is priced to sell individually. And I said, well, you can keep it. And I went to another store and paid 6 cents more a can for it.
Well.
I was mad.
Yeah. They should have been a little more understandable and more tolerant with customers. Customers always right, you know.
And 12 cans is 12 cans, no matter if it's in a box or in a bag or whatever. To me, you know, why didn't they let me have it? She said, you want me to call manager over here? I said, yes, ma'am, I sure do. And the line was way long behind me, and next thing I know, there wasn't nobody in line but me.
They stand away from that woman.
But, you know, it's not right. Nope, it ain't right. 12 cans is 12 cans, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah. Maybe that's some of that false advertising, you think?
Well, I don't know what it might be, but it didn't sit right with me, and I didn't buy their product, and I went to another store and paid more for it, which that's all right. My dog's got something to eat.
Yeah.
I bet people say, oh, she's awful.
Well, no, you want to do the right thing, and stores and clerks ought to help you do the right thing.
Yeah, and I didn't see what it would hurt to let me have it as a case.
You wanted to buy the case, and she wouldn't let you buy the case?
Yeah, well, I wanted to buy a case. They didn't have a case. The case is in a little box, and it's wrapped in a plastic, thing, and it's got the name brand on it.
Yeah.
This was just the little box where the wrapping had been took off, and they wouldn't let me have it for the price of a case.
Well,
so that didn't sit right with me, and I didn't buy it at their store.
I don't blame you.
But so much for that.
That was a lost money they had that day.
Well, it wasn't but $4.98, but they didn't get mine.
Look how many more times you won't go there, though, because they mistreated
you.
Yeah,
you're right. I'll go somewhere and pay the 50 cents a can for it because it wasn't right.
Yeah.
Or I didn't think it was.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All righty.
But other than that, everything's okay. And the fact that the Tar Heels lost, that's all right. They'll bounce back.
They'll come
like
back.
You say, Roy chewed their ear off.
Well, listen, you have a great day up there, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Catch you later.
Thanks, Brenda. 7:45 here this morning, and we're right now cloudy and 46 degrees. Save Like Grocery is in the business of saving you money. That's 2-week sale going on. Started back here on Monday, the 18th, and for 2 weeks, ground beef only $1.49 a pound, bananas 39 cents a pound, 15-ounce can of corn 39 cents each, 14-ounce can green beans 39 cents, while supplies last only. That's Save a Lot Grocery in the White Oaks Plaza in Spindale. So be sure to take advantage because it's only a 2-week sale, so you need to go by there, take advantage of that real soon. Coming up, remember, this morning, this evening at 7 o'clock, it's the Orson Welles 1939 version of A Christmas Carol. Then tomorrow morning, it's at 9 o'clock, the Piney Mountain Boys will be on the radio. Remember, we did the program with them last year, and it's so well received. They're doing it again, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. The Piney Mountain Boys, Christmas. You know, when you need a plumber, you want someone with a reputation of getting right out to you and getting the job done for you the right way. That'll be Umstead Plumbing. Since 1973, the Umstead family has been serving homeowners and builders with the best of service. From unclogging a drain to replacing fixtures and appliances to remodeling jobs, their top quality work, fair prices, and punctual service has made them the area's leading plumbing firm. Eric and Chad are continuing that family tradition, and they'd like to serve you. Call 245-7302. Experience plus equipment equals excellence. Umstead Plumbing at 245-7302. Here's Luther Sweet Thing Gilligan now with the report from Ellenboro. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Bishop. I hope you're having a good day up there.
Ben, I am so excited. I'm so excited to get to talk to you.
I can understand that. A lot of people get excited when they talk to me. Of course, it's not exactly a good excitement. It's sort of rage.
The other side, right? I understand.
Yeah. But it's a good day. The air quiet down here this morning. Nothing going on. Everybody just going to work, trying to get the days over, waiting on Christmas to get here. Looking forward to a big time then. Let's see, the fire department, they had one medical call yesterday, is all they had. So they're quiet this morning. Quiet all night. About 4:30 yesterday, they had that one. And they said, well, we happy birthday today. Frank McGinnis is having a birthday today. And Marty and Ann Boyd down there, they're happy wedding anniversary today. So, but these people have a great time and enjoy their day. And it looks to me like it's about birthday time. So you have a great day up there. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Luther, thanks so very much, and stay in touch with us, and I'll see you then.
All right, take care now.
Bye. Well, it's birthday time and anniversary time for this 21st day of December, and that's the time we pull all the birthdays that call in to us, put them together. We do a drawing and give away a dozen Daylight Donuts from Granny B's. It's that simple. So call us now at 287-3356 for birthdays and anniversaries. Meanwhile, let me tell you and remind you that Miracle Ear is certainly the company you need to turn to if you're experiencing difficulty hearing. First thing to do is have that free hearing test. That doesn't cost you anything, doesn't take a lot of time, just a few minutes. Just set up an appointment with Lisa Terry. Call her at 447-7716. That's 447-7716. And have that free hearing test and start there. And if there's something that needs to be corrected, then they can offer some suggestions about Miracle Ear. If the hearing test checks out okay, then I wouldn't be too concerned either. So call her at 447-7716 today. More than 1 million Americans have heart attacks each year. And if you or a loved one experiences symptoms of a heart attack, every second matters. That's why the emergency department at Rutherford Regional Health System is a chest pain accredited facility. What does that mean to you? It means quality care here at home that could save precious seconds when treating the symptoms of heart attacks. To learn more about Rutherford Regional and its commitment to safe quality care, visit myrutherfordregional.com. That's really something to crow about. It's the Daylight Donuts from Granny B's in Spindale. Get yours today while they're fresh. They're good. They're delicious. It's Daylight Donuts. It's something to crow about. Happy birthday. We're being kind to Chris and Herman Hensley. It's their anniversary. It's their 55th wedding anniversary. They live over in the Ruth community, so we want to wish them a happy anniversary. Tyler Matheny is 12 years old, Ellenboro student. He lives in Ellenboro. He's a student at Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. Tyler Matheny is 12 today. John Cook over in Ellenboro is also celebrating a birthday. And Margie Ward is having a birthday today. So happy birthday to all these folks. And we'll see who's going to win those Daylight Donuts in just a moment.
after Christmas at a church in San Francisco. The pastor of the church was looking over the nativity set when he noticed that the baby Jesus was missing from among the figurines. As he stepped outside the church, he saw a little boy with a red wagon, and in the wagon was the figure of the little infant Jesus. He walked up to the little boy and said, "Well, where did you get him, my fine friend?" The little boy replied, "I got him from the church." "And why did you take him?" The boy said, "Well, about a week before Christmas, I prayed to the little Lord Jesus, and I told him that if he would bring me a red wagon for Christmas, I would give him a ride in it around the block." Oh, for the simple faith of a child. They can take what appears to be the difficult things of life and make them so natural and commonplace. It seemed perfectly normal for the little boy to keep his word in response to his prayer. So simple, so childlike. Do you wish you could pray and believe like that? You can. Just try it. In fact, Jesus reminds us that we must become childlike in our humility, trust, and faith in order to enter the kingdom of heaven. Don't make it complicated or mysterious. Simply believe that God will keep his word to you, and then you keep your word to him. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living. Scripts for these programs are available in book form by calling toll-free 1-888-333-KEYS.
And a big congratulations going out this morning to Tyler Matheny of Ellenboro. He's a 12-year-old student at Thomas Jefferson. He just won the Daylight Donuts from Granny B's. Congratulations, Tyler. We'll have that certificate over here for you. Stop by and pick that up. Now enjoy the Christmas musical interlude up to news time. 8:35 this morning, Dr. Bob will be in the Blue Room taking your questions about how to live healthy naturally.
WCAB News. I am Mike Riley. 19 people were injured, 4 of them critically, when a man crashed his car into a crowd of people on a busy street in Melbourne, Australia. Australian authorities say there is no evidence of terrorism at this time. More from Network Australia correspondent Nick Etchells in Melbourne.
An off-duty police officer arrested the driver, a 32-year-old Australian citizen of Afghan descent, at the scene. The second man was arrested, but it's unclear if he's linked to the incident.
The flu-related death count for the 2017-18 season in North Carolina was 5 as of Wednesday. The number of flu-related deaths could grow as January approaches with the peak of the season. Kizzy Dunn is a teacher and Asheville resident and tells WLOS News.
I'm definitely wiping down the tables with the wipes at the end of the day, and keeping hands clean is probably the best way that I know of.
President Trump and congressional Republicans celebrated at the White House yesterday following the passage of their tax plan. But what's next on their agenda? CBS News chief congressional correspondent Nancy Cordes takes a look.
The president has talked a lot about infrastructure, but congressional Republicans really want to take another run at health care, either shoring up individual insurance markets or chipping away at more of Obamacare. Welfare reform is another big GOP priority, reinstating work requirements for Medicaid and food stamp recipients.
Police are looking for the person who shot into a West Charlotte apartment overnight, sending 2 children who were sleeping to the hospital. The boys, ages 9 and 11, were shot in the arm and hip, but police say they're expected to be okay. NASCAR Hall of Fame car owner Richard Childress shot at 3 people trying to break into his home. The Davidson County Sheriff's Office says that the owner of Childress Racing heard a crash at his door at his home on Sunday night. You're listening to NCN News.
Add some power to your Christmas list this year. Right now, legendary fuel-powered steel chainsaws start at $179.95. And steel battery-powered blowers start at just $129.95. Deck your halls with power. Put a steel under your tree. Fuel or battery, find the steel power that's right for you. Search STIHL or find a dealer at steeldealers.com. All prices MSRP at participating dealers.
Have you ever noticed how little things can make a big difference? Words like, I'm sorry. Like, can I help? Like, have a good day. And it never hurts to say thank you. Couple those words with a big smile and you've got a good chance to make someone's day. In North Carolina, we have always taken pride in being kind to everybody. Little things do make a difference. Makes you feel better. Makes everyone around you feel better.
The UN General Assembly is to vote today on a resolution rejecting President Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu described the UN as a house of lies ahead of the UN vote. The state of Israel rejects this vote outright even before it passes, he said. Jerusalem is our capital, Netanyahu declared, adding that foreign embassies led by the U.S. will eventually move to the city. Robert Berger, CBS News, Jerusalem.
Governor Roy Cooper got a chance to play Santa Claus. He delivered gifts to the Salvation Army in Wake County and Cary. More than 7,300 children in the Triangle will benefit from the toys, which were collected from Cooper's office staff. They'll be distributed during the Salvation Army of Wake County's 3-day toy distribution at Cary Town Center. Major Stephen Long of the Wake County Salvation Army tells ABC 11 it's a wonderful event.
People from North Carolina, and especially Wake County, and all that our citizens do to support the Salvation Army.
This is not a good year for insurance underwriters.
2017 has been the 3rd worst year on record for global insurance losses from catastrophes. It's estimated insurance companies will pay out $136 billion, more than double last year's figure. Battered by hurricanes Harvey, Irma, and Maria, the U.S. was hardest hit by the 2nd costliest hurricane season on record. On top of that are the California wildfires. Globally, more than 11,000 people died or went missing in this year's disasters. Larry Miller, CBS News, London.
2 bears from a North Carolina zoo are on their way to Colorado to a wildlife sanctuary following the settlement of a lawsuit in which the plaintiffs were represented by the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Mike Rayleigh.
We are country at its best with a blend of yesterday's memories. WCAB, Rutherfordton.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. Eyewitnesses describe a scene of horror as a car plows into a crowded sidewalk in Melbourne, Australia.
Bodies were sort of thrown into the air, and there was that colliding noise.
19 people were injured, 4 of them critically. ABC's James Longman has more from the Foreign Desk.
The white SUV ploughed through crowds as they crossed this busy street, barreling across an intersection filled with pedestrians. At least 19 injured, several of whom are in critical condition. A preschool-aged child rushed to the hospital with a head wound.
At this stage, we believe it is a deliberate act. Can I repeat that? At this stage, we believe it is a deliberate act. However, we do not know the motivation.
Witnesses say the SUV ran through red lights, veered onto rail tracks before seemingly deliberately taking aim at those going about their day.
Authorities say the driver is in custody, and while the attack was deliberate, they do not believe it is terror-related. Heightened security back in the U.S. ahead of the travel holiday. Millions of Americans will be traveling on the roads and in the skies, and there's a new warning from law enforcement. ABC Senior Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas.
The Department of Homeland Security and the FBI preparing to remind Americans to be on alert. Federal law enforcement officials working on a new video, which should be released soon, encouraging vigilance this holiday season. A draft of a DHS FBI script reviewed by ABC News says, in part, as you travel, shop, and gather to celebrate the holiday season, we ask you to stay alert. You play a critical role in keeping our nation and our neighborhoods safe.
President Trump has called the passage of the tax reform plan a Christmas gift to the American people, but the White House says the president may not sign the bill into law until after the new year. Some companies, including AT&T, Wells Fargo, and Boeing, cite the tax plan for Christmas bonuses that will be given to their employees. The clock ticking down to a government shutdown. They have until midnight tomorrow to figure something out. You're listening to ABC News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. Get free of credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and medical bills. Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Don't go bankrupt. You'll have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 866-844-7344. That's 866-844-7344.
A good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in, and we're excited to announce the MyPillow buy one get one offer is back. Purchase any MyPillow premium bed pillow and get the second bed pillow absolutely free. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the buy one get one free tab, and take advantage of this limited time offer. Use promo code SKY at checkout or call 1-800-635-1825. That's MyPillow.com, click on the buy one get one free tab, use promo code SKY at checkout.
A 6-week-old baby missing since Tuesday has been found in Houston. ABC's Jim Ryan has details.
Shamali Flores was born 6 weeks ago to Carolina Flores, the woman found stabbed to death in her apartment on Tuesday. Detectives found and interviewed the child's father, who said he had nothing to do with the killing or the kidnapping. Now the baby has been found in an apartment in southwest Houston, miles from the apartment where her mother was killed. Police say Shamali is unharmed, and they promise more information later. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
The period from Christmas to New Year's Day won't be a complete break from work for everybody. ABC's Daria Albinger says there's a new survey out, so some of us won't be so lucky as to have time off.
Maybe these people work for Ebenezer Scrooge.
18% of the workers plan to work the entire week.
Paul McDonald with Robert Half on the results of a survey on how we plan to spend our holidays.
64% of the people said that they were going to check in while they were away.
Most say they're just going to look at email. But is it a good idea?
If you're going to be away, try and unplug. Take the time off and really take a look at what is the vacation balance if you're a worker or an executive.
McDonald says remember that vacation should be vacation. Daria Albinger, ABC News.
For those who do have a couple of days off for the holidays, something that could get in the way, the CDC raising new concerns about the flu. They're reporting widespread activity in at least 12 states as of last week. This is ABC News.
Your morning's first news.
Good morning, America. We want to get right to that breaking news.
Never just the headlines, always digging deeper, reporting the facts you deserve. The exclusive news-breaking interviews, what everyone's talking about. Robin, George, Michael.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Serving up what you need and what you want. First thing every morning.
Good morning, America.
That's why GMA is America's #1 morning show.
We'll see you in the morning on GMA.
And we thank you.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
The system that generated all that rain yesterday is gone. We'll end up with partly cloudy skies today. It's cool, the high temperature in the low to mid-50s, so it'll be nice to see the sunshine today. The clouds creep back, though. They're in South Carolina, building back to the north tonight. It becomes mostly cloudy, the low in the upper 30s to low 40s. Friday is mostly cloudy. It's a milder day. You'll enjoy the comfort. Upper 50s to about 60, even milder on Saturday with rain developing in the evening. I'm Mike Mays in the North Carolina News Network Weather Center.
It's 46 degrees, cloudy here in the foothills and down beautiful downtown Whiteside Road. And we're looking for the high today of 51 around here. Now, Saturday, mostly cloudy with showers likely. Maybe some isolated showers tomorrow morning. Highs around 56, and tomorrow night some scattered showers as well. And then Sunday, cloudy with scattered showers. Monday morning, or actually Sunday night, Christmas Eve night, there's a chance of rain and snow. Lows around 31 with a wind chill value as low as 25. Christmas Day, partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain and snow. Highs around 43, wind chill value as low as 24. and that chance of precip only 20% though. And then next Tuesday, mostly sunny. Wind chill value as low as 22. Wintertime is coming. It knocks on the door tonight. Tonight it will be officially wintertime. So it's beginning to shake its old icy fingers and let us know that it's coming. 6 minutes after 8 o'clock, and Dr. Bob will be in this morning at 8:35, holding office hours, taking your questions. If you have a question about your health, what's hurting and why, and what to do about it, call your question in. You can call it in now, 287-3356, and we'll give that to Dr. Bob when he gets here, 287-3356. Congratulations to Tyler Matheny of Ellenboro. Tyler's a 12-year-old student at Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy, and he won the Daylight Donuts. And we're being kind to Chris and Herman Hensley, 55th wedding anniversary over in the Ruth community. So we would wish them a happy anniversary and go for 55 more. Folks, thank you so very much for those of you who have really jumped in and helped with that Christmas family. The lobby's filling up out here. It's such a great sight to see. And I'm glad so many of you jumped in to help. If you're still on your way, be sure to remember that we need to have all of it accumulated by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yes, we'll be putting it together, loading up the trucks and the vans and the cars and heading out to our family, and we'll try to get that delivered around 11 o'clock tomorrow. So it takes a little time to get it all loaded up and sorted out and make sure we got it all together. So if you're going to participate, please, we don't thank you for that, but please be sure to keep a timetable in mind. We'll be delivering it, leaving out of here about 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, the Christmas cards must be in our hands by 8:30 in the morning. No more mail after we pick it up today. There will be no more pickup mail until after the fact. We always able to get a few Christmas cards after the drawing that didn't get here on time, and we apologize for that, but we have no control over that. But we do ask you, if you are wanting to enter the Recliner Center drawing, you might want to drop it off, hand carry it to us, so we'll have it in our hands. Got a lot of cards to draw from, and yours could be the one that wins the recliner. Now, we're giving away the recliner set was given away, a Spider-Man recliner for a little boy and a little girl's bicycle, so they can enter as well. So put a card in for them. And it's all fun, all good. It's all Christmas, and it's all right here at WCAB. Christmas time is here. I'm into Christmas spirit. How about you? Merry Christmas from the Grace of God Rescue Mission. Terry Hageman and his team would like to say thanks to everyone who has helped them at the mission anyway this year. Thanksgiving was a wonderful success thanks to many of you. Grace of God will have a Christmas meal Saturday, December 23rd from 11 until. And they'll be giving out fruit, candy, scarves, gloves, hats, and other items that will help brighten up the lives of so many who are struggling to find their way again. All are welcome to come. Any gifts you would like to donate can be left at the office on West Main Street, Forest City. Grace Acres Christmas lights will be on Friday night, December 22nd, and Saturday night, December 23rd, to celebrate our Lord's birth and life. Come walk through the Christmas trail at Grace Acres and celebrate with us from 7 until 9 p.m. Grace Acres at 6 points. Take Highway 74 to exit 189 and follow the signs to Grace Acres. Now let's look at some stories from here and there and some comments. The traffic was rerouted yesterday morning. We mentioned the overturned 18-wheeler. That's what happened yesterday morning. A 2015 Volvo tractor trailer driver narrowly escapes hitting a tree and utility pole after losing control of the rig on Oakland Road near the old fish camp. A 53-year-old Cheryl's Ford man lost control, hauling at about 6:30 yesterday morning, hauling auto parts. And he wrecked the truck off Oakland Road near Forest City, shutting the busy highway down for 7.5 hours. The North Carolina Department of Transportation reopened the road at 1:45 p.m. yesterday afternoon. Dean Cerruto, I guess it is, was traveling north on Oakland Road in the 2015 Volvo when he apparently was distracted while using his GPS, and he ran off the road to the right. Because the shoulder was so soft, he couldn't get the truck back on the road, said Patrolman D.R. Walker. Trooper Walker said the Cerruto rode the ditch before overturning near a utility pole and a tree. He never hit them, Walker said, although the cab of the truck was extremely close to that tree. Walker said if the shoulder of the road had not been as soft because of the rain, he could have maintained control. Cerruto was taken to the hospital and treated for cuts to his face. Walker charged him with failure to maintain lane control. The tractor-trailer appeared to be a total loss. Assisting at that scene were SDO Fire Department, Rutherford County EMS, DOT, and Traffic Control. Meanwhile, the rain, slick highway, and soft shoulders were the reason for two other injuries related wrecks on Wednesday. According to North Carolina Highway Patrolman D.R. Walker, he responded to 6 motor vehicle crashes Wednesday morning with 3 involved personal injury. At approximately 9:25 a.m. Wednesday, Ashley Adorno was traveling west on Darlington Road when she lost control of her 2006 Chevrolet Trailblazer in a curve and ran off the road. Walker said she was transported to Rutherford Regional Medical Center and treated for injuries. She was charged with exceeding safe speed for the condition. Meanwhile, the Courier is also reporting a 61-year-old man, Alvin Sprouse, was transported to Rutherford Regional after he was injured when he lost control of a 2004 Dodge on Cherry Mountain Street near Crow Park in Forest City at 10 a.m. Wednesday. Trooper D.R. Walker said he was exceeding safe conditions and was charged. Also assisting with Forest City Fire and Rescue in Rutherford County EMS. So Trooper Walker spent a lot of time investigating accidents, didn't he? Meanwhile, over in Cleveland County, 2 people were injured in a wreck on US 74 in Shelby near the Strawberry Patch Hair Salon. Somebody may have got caught in that traffic jam. Westbound traffic was rerouted to the nearby service road around 1 p.m. Tuesday after a green Oldsmobile trying to enter US 74 from a service road failed to yield and hit a tan car traveling west. The tan car flipped and the driver was pinned inside. The driver and the passenger in the tan car were transported to Carolina's healthcare system, Cleveland, with injuries. The 2 people in the Oldsmobile were not injured. No names have been released at this reporting. The driver of the Oldsmobile will be charged with failure to yield, according to the Shelby Police Department on the scene investigating. Well, if you're traveling up around western North Carolina over the holidays, there is a rock slide up there that's closed part of the roads up there around Silva. State transportation officials have closed a North Carolina road after a large rock slide, and they say the slide area remains dangerous. The North Carolina Department of Transportation said in a news release Tuesday that NC Highway 28 in Graham County will be closed for several weeks as debris is removed and workers ensure that the slope is safe and stable. A series of landslides that began on Thursday crumbled part of the mountains down to the road. The slide is 1 mile east of Cable Cove Road on the south side of Lake Fontana. NC Highway 28 is closed to both vehicles and pedestrians, and concrete barricades have been placed on each end of the slide to block the road, so you'll not be able to get through there at all. If you're traveling up that way, just a heads up. This little heads up also on some apples you may have bought at Aldi's. According to WSPA News, Aldi has voluntarily recalled an assortment of apples due to possible listeria contamination. The potentially affected products were sold in a limited number of Aldi grocery stores in North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky, Georgia, Ohio, and Indiana. Aldi says the apples impacted by this recall include Fuji apples, Gala apples, Golden apples, Honeycrisp apples, and Honeycrisp apples unpackaged. If any customer purchased the affected apples, they should immediately throw them out or return them to the store for a full refund. According to Aldi, there are no reported illnesses related to these products to date, but the recall is in cooperation with Jack Brown Produce, and according to Aldi, they removed the products from its stores when they were notified by the supplier. Customers who have questions about this recall may contact Aldi's about your fruit. Well, if you live in Gaffney, South Carolina, and you're going to have a baby, you'll have to have it somewhere else. Mayor Black Health System in Gaffney is going to stop delivering babies. Yep. Cora Stepp, who said she's very taken back by this. I can't believe that they would take that away from our people here in Cherokee County. I've had all 3 of my children at Mary Black in Gaffney. Mary Black Health System in Gaffney announced the hospital no longer provides scheduled inpatient labor and delivery services after March 31st, 2018. They say merging obstetric, that word. Boy, I need another sip of coffee. The services with its Spartanburg location will support quality of care and experience for patients so they don't feel like they can no longer afford to do that in Gaffney. The Health system says the Spartanburg location is set to see big renovations, delivering over 1,000 babies each year. Hospital leaders say the Gaffney Hospital has been declining numbers over the years, delivering less than one baby per day. They say cutting labor and delivery was a decision to help make Mayor Black Gaffney a sustainable organization in the future. Cherokee Women's Care will still have a clinic in Gaffney for prenatal care and other women's services such as gynecology surgery and diagnostic testing. But as after next year, Mayor Black's system in Gaffney will not deliver any babies. Well, I like our new ambassador to the UN, former governor of South Carolina. She is really bold and courageous and really doing the right thing. She told the members of the UN Assembly U.S. will be taking names on Jerusalem. Ambassador Nikki Haley is serving notice the U.S. will be taking names on a UN General Assembly vote Thursday on a non-binding resolution criticizing President Donald Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Emergency sessions of the General Assembly are rare, and Haley chose her Twitter account Tuesday to speak out. She says in the post, we're always asked to do more and give more. She went on to say, so when we make decisions at the will of the American people about where to locate our embassy, we don't expect those we've helped to target us. So in other words, we've been sending you money all these years, and you're downgrading us and you're voting against us. We're taking names. Haley, who has adopted an aggressive stance at the world body on U.S. priorities, noted the pending vote criticizing our choices and said the U.S. will be taking names. Smart girl. That's the way it ought to be. That's the toughness that we are experiencing now under this administration. And we've been sending all this money to all these other countries and propping them up, giving them billions of dollars every year to finance and run that UN, basically. And then they work against us, vote against us, fight against us, criticize and condemn us. We keep sending them money? No. Doesn't make sense to me. So Ambassador Haley says, look, it's our embassy. We have a right to put it where we think is best, so we're putting it in Jerusalem. And if you vote against us and go against us, we're taking names. Don't count on us to support you and bail you out anymore if you're not going to support us. I like that lady. Sheriff's Report coming up here in just a moment. Be a smart shopper this year and come to Butler's Jewelry and Loan in downtown 4A City. Special price on 9mm ammo at $10 a box. Special price on all guns. Find the right gift for the gun enthusiast in your family. Shop the jewelry department because Butler's Jewelry Store has one of the best selections of the most popular jewelry today, and all of it new merchandise. They have the largest selection of engagement rings, custom laser engraved cups with starting price at $12 with engraving. Butler's will be open late during carriage ride nights and hayride nights. They're Butler's Jewelry and Loan right downtown 4A City. And remember, you still have opportunity to take advantage of the carriage rides and Santa's House and ice skating. December 22nd, which will be Friday night, they'll be open from 6 until 9 p.m. there in downtown 4A City. Then on Saturday night, carriage rides, Santa's House, ice skating, and they'll be there from 5 until 8:30 on December 23rd. Browse, shop, and buy local. Visit historic downtown 4A City for Christmas this year. Have you heard the 3 big lies about Medicaid eligibility? First, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your house. That's not true. Second, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. That's not true. And third, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. That's not true. Please call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm for a free consultation and learn the truth about Medicaid and eligibility and nursing home care in North Carolina. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify and not lose everything you own. Call the Arledge Law Firm today at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherfordton. Again, that's 287-3338. There are plenty of drugstores around here, but not all of them offer the personal customer service that's offered at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton. Laura Hodge and her team know waiting in long lines is not what you want to do when you're waiting on a prescription to be filled. They understand your need for prompt and accurate service. You're not just a number to them, you're a friend. Make the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton your hometown drugstore. And if you haven't yet gotten your flu shot, be sure to go by the Medicine Box of Rutherford. Give them a call at 287-7117 and set up a good time for you to come by and get yours. That's 287-7117, or stop by Medicine Box at Rutherford for your flu shot. They're in the Napa Building, Charlotte Road, Rutherford.
How does a year of free internet with Northland sound? Like staying up to date with social media.
That's right, family. I'm bringing this message to you. Free.
Or streaming all of your favorite movies.
Oh, John, I do love you.
Enter to win free internet from Northland by signing up for Northland's best offer of the year. Call 1-888-NORTHLAND or visit getnorthland.com to sign up today. Limited time offer. Must be at least 18 years or older to enter. Additional restrictions and conditions apply. See getnorthland.com/offers for details.
Here is Sheriff Chris Francis with our report.
Jim, the last 24 hours, the Ruff County Sheriff's Office responded to 147 calls for service. There have been 8 arrests processed at county jail. Currently incarcerated, we have 180. Among those arrests, Rodney Allen Brown, 32-year-old white male of Boston, was charged with possession of Schedule 2 and drug paraphernalia, received a $500 secure bond. Christopher Warren Antonio Ledbetter, 30-year-old white male of Spindale, was charged with possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver Schedule 2, maintain a place or vehicle for drug activity, possession of drug paraphernalia, speed deluded arrest, and resist obstruct delay, and received a $100,000 secure bond. Among the incidents, we had obtained property of false pretense, Sweetbriar Road South, Lake Lure. Looks like someone had sold the victim's firearm without authorization, gaining money for same. We had a break-in, enter, and larceny on Bills Creek Road, Lake Lure. Prescription medication was taken in that incident. It looks like we also had a misdemeanor larceny, East High Road, where an Apple iPhone of $700 was taken. We had found property on Searcy Road, Lake Lure. It was mailed from several addresses in the Lake Lure area, as well as Old Fort area in McDowell County were located. We had a damaged property, Golden Oaks Lane in Ellenboro. A juvenile had cut an inflatable Christmas tree. And we had a break-and-enter in larceny, Waters Road, Boston, where a Vizio 15-inch TV, about $800 was taken, as well as a microwave, a toaster, Keurig coffee maker, a PlayStation 3, and a Wii, and some other household items in that incident. And Jim, that's what we had to report today.
Did you know that Rutherford County's largest pediatrics practice has 5 providers to serve the children and youth of this area? And even better, Rutherford Children's Care is welcoming new patients. With 3 physicians and 2 mid-level providers, the group is available to examine, diagnose, and treat patients from birth to age 18. Rutherford Children's Care is conveniently located at 162 Commercial Drive in Forest City, just behind Big Dave's Restaurant. To schedule an appointment, call Rutherford Children's Care at 828-287-9325.
Merry Christmas, y'all. This is Courtney from Smith's Drugs in Forest City. Are you having a hard time deciding what to get your loved ones for Christmas? The Home Medical Department at Smith's has some great products to help you with your shopping list. We just got in the new 10-in-1 flip pillow that is only $34.99. It is great for normal use or changing into comfortable positions. We also have lift chairs that are available in a variety of colors and fabrics. Massage and heat are available for extra comfort and relaxation. Another item we carry is compression stockings and socks. These are available in a variety of colors, sizes, and compression ranges. We have canes to help provide your loved one with mobility, hospital bed comforter sets, and many CPAP accessories including cleaning products, CPAP tube holders, and pillows designed to use with your CPAP. Call us today at 828-245-4591 or come in and see us at Smith's Drugs located at 139 East Main Street for other ideas or needs that could help your loved ones. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Stunned number 5 North Carolina last night 79-75 to snap the reigning national champions' 23-game home winning streak. Roy Williams was not pleased.
We got fat and happy, and I'm standing over there jumping up and down like an idiot. We got to, by God, be ready to play and not act like we're prima donnas. We got North Carolina, and we can walk out there and the other team is going to fold. That team outworked us. You think about Sunday, we were very fortunate. What did they do when we pressed? They threw the ball to us twice. That team tonight didn't help us. We didn't make the plays.
The Terriers led the entire second half and by as many as 14 points before holding off UNC's late-game run. On the other side of Tobacco Road, the Blue Devils bounced back from their lone loss of this season with one of their best defensive performances. Number 4 Duke forced 21 turnovers and turned them into 39 points in a 100-40 rout of Evansville.
We're more athletic and we played hard, so, good stuff. As long as we're at our best in March, that's my goal, and be healthy.
Freshman Wendell Carter Jr. scored a season-best 27 points. Marvin Bagley III added 18, and Grayson Allen finished with 16. Other North Carolina programs in action last night. Gardner-Webb winners over Toccoa Falls in a big way, 102-41. Hampton took down App State 86-53. On the pro court, the Toronto Raptors overcame a slow start to beat the Hornets 129-111. Toronto's won 10 of their last 11, while the Hornets have lost 11 of their last 13. Rookie Kyle Kuzma set a career high with 38 points and 17 three-pointers, and the Lakers overcame a 51-point performance from James Harden to end Houston's 14-game winning streak, 122-116. Kelly Olynyk scored a career-high 32 in his rousing return to Boston. The undermanned Miami Heat hung on for a 90-89 win over the Celtics. This is NCN Sports.
Need a gift idea for a sports nut? Give them a gift subscription to the ACC Sports Journal. Every issue of the ACC Sports Journal is filled with the rumors, recruiting updates, and insider news that sports fans crave. It's the perfect gift for fans of the Tar Heels, Blue Devils, Wolfpack, Demon Deacons, and the rest of the ACC. Order your gift subscription now at accsports.com, and you'll save 60% off the cover price. That's a full year's subscription of 24 issues for just $39. Ordering is fast and it's easy too. Just go to accsports.com right now and click on the big yellow Subscribe Now button. Order your gift subscription today and we'll also send you a card letting your favorite sports fan know it's a special gift from you. Don't miss out on this offer. Go to accsports.com now and click on the Subscribe Now button.
Ezekiel Elliott does not want to talk about his 6 weeks away from the Dallas Cowboys now that he's back from a suspension over domestic violence allegations. In his first session with reporters Wednesday, Elliott said he wouldn't address questions about his hiatus spent mostly in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, but he was asked anyway. After 5 questions on the topic, Elliott said, "All right, I'm done," and ended the Q&A after 70 seconds. The Cowboys went 3-3 without him, and they have to win their final 2 games, starting Sunday at home against Seattle, and get help from several teams if they have hopes to make the playoffs. Florida police say no charges are going to be filed against Venus Williams or another driver for their crash last June that killed a man. A Palm Beach Gardens police report has cleared Williams and Linda Barson in the June 9th accident that fatally injured Barson's husband. The Barson estate, however, is suing Williams. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
Are you looking for an internal medicine physician in Rutherford County who has open appointments right now? The great news is that Chase Family Care is welcoming new patients today, led by Dr. Russell Stewart and Greg Goodman. Chase Family Care can work with you to manage chronic disease, to treat illnesses, or to assist in developing a health and wellness plan that meets your needs. They're conveniently located at 1269 Highway 221A near Forest City and Caroline. Trust Chase Family Care to give you personal attention with a small-town friendly touch. Call 828-657-5371 for an appointment.
For Christmas, what can Kevin get Keelan?
We asked him a couple days ago, and he said the only thing I really want is my sister, so that was cool.
Plus,
having kids now definitely kind of brings me back in the Christmas spirit a little bit.
Sometimes I say every day is Christmas at our house, but it's every day is an adventure. I have to still have a real tree in my house, and pretty fun to go get.
Mark Caro and PRN's Garage Pass.
Have you written a book and want to get it published? Then call Page Publishing ASAP. We're looking for authors of all types of books. And unlike most publishers, Page Publishing will take the time to review each and every book submitted to us. And we'll give you our feedback. And if we like what we read, we will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, the Apple iTunes Store, Barnes & Noble, and other outlets. We handle everything: editing, cover design, copyright protection, printing, publicity, and distribution. So if you've written a novel, children's book, cookbook, inspirational work, poetry, or a biography and want to get it published, call Page Publishing now for your free author submission kit. Your road to fame and fortune could very well start with this simple phone call.
800-296-1294. 800-296-1294. Once again, that's 800-296-1294.
This is going to be a very unique Christmas in the Harvick household, with Kevin and his 5-year-old son Keelan waiting on wife/mom Delana to add another little bundle of joy under the tree.
It's one of those things where this one's a little bit different than it has been in the past, just because of the fact we're getting ready to have a baby girl, and I think just not knowing exactly when she's going to come. Keelan was 3 weeks early, so mom's ready to have the baby.
And apparently that means they might not have to do any toy shopping.
Christmas will be fun. Obviously you want to do everything you can to make it fun for Keelan, but we asked him what he wanted. We can't get out of him what he wanted. We asked him a couple days ago, and he said, the only thing I really want is my sister, so that was cool.
Retired, sort of. Matt Kenseth's wife, Katie, is also pregnant, so like the Harvicks, their Christmas will have a different feel.
This year especially, it's going to be very hectic and exciting for sure. So sometimes I say every day is Christmas at our house, but it's every day is an adventure. Every day it's something different. It's busy and fun and rewarding and all those things all at once, right? Sometimes frustrating. So it's I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be busier than being in the track every week.
Danny Hamlin.
I like Christmas all right. It's the process of it sometimes can get a little long, but having kids now and seeing how excited they get, it definitely kind of brings me back in the Christmas spirit a little bit.
Meanwhile, AJ Allmendinger will run the Rolex 24 at Daytona next month for Michael Shank Racing. The Dinger won the twice-around-the-clock road race with Shank back in 2012. And NASCAR Appreciation Day is Saturday, January 20th at the NASCAR Hall of Fame in Charlotte, a day after the class of 2018 induction ceremony.
The stars of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series return to the historic Atlanta Motor Speedway, February 23rd through 25th in 2018. Don't miss any of the thrilling action with Sunday grandstand seats starting at just $39, and all kids tickets are just $10. The weekend begins with qualifying on Friday and a full day of racing with the Renai 250 and Active Pest Control 200 doubleheader on Saturday. Then on Sunday, drivers do battle for 500 grueling miles in the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500. Get your tickets now. Call 877-9AMS-TICKS or visit AMSRaceTix.com.
A Washington State native, the one thing you won't find at Christmas in Casa Casey Kane is a fake Christmas tree. And you want to know why?
We grew up going in the mountains with my dad and cutting down real trees and bringing them home, so now I have to still have a real tree in my house, and I enjoy that. It's pretty fun to go get.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, brought to you by Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Hello, this is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates. Are you on disability? Or maybe you're on Medicare? Or maybe both? Come see me, Dwayne Hunt at Insurance Service Associates, about a Medicare Advantage product brought to you by Humana. Please give me a call, 245-5301 at Insurance Service Associates, 127 East Trade Street, Forest City.
The system that generated all that rain yesterday is gone. We'll end up with partly cloudy skies today. It's cool, the high temperature in the low to mid-50s, so it'll be nice to see the sunshine today. The clouds creep back, though. They're in South Carolina, building back to the north tonight. It becomes mostly cloudy, the low in the upper 30s to low 40s. Friday is mostly cloudy. It's a milder day. You'll enjoy the comfort. Upper 50s to about 60, even milder on Saturday with rain developing in the evening. I'm Mike Mays in the North Carolina News Network Weather Center.
47 degrees and cloudy skies here this morning, but we're going to be warming it up to 51, which is not far away from that, and continue to be cloudy all day. Mostly cloudy tonight, dropping way back to 38 as wintertime officially comes into us this year, this week. Tomorrow, isolated shower possibility, highs around 56. And then on Saturday, mostly cloudy with showers likely, highs around 63. Looks like Sunday, we may have some scattered showers, and Sunday
the following
night,
program,
rain
Dr.
and
Bob's
snow,
Grocery
maybe
Store
mixture
Medicine
of
and
both.
Healthy Life Dose is paid for by Dr. Bob Crummy. The opinions expressed on this program by Dr. Crummy are not necessarily those of the owner and staff of WCAB. You are invited to call your questions in live now to Dr. Bob at 287-335-60.
right now in cloudy skies.
And now live in the studio,
Congratulations to
here is
Tyler
Dr. Bob
Matheny of
Crummy.
Ellenboro, 12-year-old student at Thomas Jefferson Classical Academy. And he won the De La Donuts, being kind to Chris and Herman Hensley. It's their 55th wedding anniversary over in the Ruth community, so we want to wish those folks a happy as well. You've been hearing from the national accusers, now hear from those being accused. No one is reporting their side of the story, and now you could hear the other side. And we're doing the program with Word of Faith Fellowship as they tell their story on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And they will not be here tomorrow due to pre-scheduled programming for Christmas. And, of course, Christmas Day, they will not be here, but they'll resume that on Wednesday morning. And you'll hear their side of those ongoing series of accusations. This program is paid for by Word of Faith Fellowship, and the views expressed on the program are not necessarily the view of the management and staff of WCAB, but that will ongoing program Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Let me give you a quick rundown again of some special programming we've got coming up. This evening at 7 o'clock is the 1939 version of Orson Welles' A Christmas Carol. Great radio drama. Then on Friday we'll have Candle in the Window at 7 o'clock. Piney Mountain Boys Christmas musical 9 o'clock in the morning. And then on Saturday, of course, it's UNC and Ohio State. The Piney Mountain Boys will be played again at 6 o'clock on Saturday evening. And we start our Christmas music with our special programming throughout the period of time. Now, it's time for Dr. Bob's Grocery Store Medicine and Healthy Life Anecdotes program, and he is in the studio with me right now. Good morning, Dr. Bob.
Good morning, Jim Bishop. It's great to be with you again in the beautiful Blue Room at WCAB, and I've really enjoyed listening to you this morning. Of course, I enjoy listening to you every time I do, but talking about Nikki Haley and what she's doing in the UN and that sort of thing. We need her, yeah.
Well, I'm glad she's at that place.
The other thing I was really glad, I heard the first broadcast with the Word of Faith people. I was really impressed by them. And I heard you said Monday, Wednesday, Friday. What time is it?
8:30.
8:30. Well, good. I'm gonna make sure I make all of those because they were really objective. And my experience with them has been pretty good. I've evaluated some of the children for the court system from them, and they always do such a super job, you know. And they take in the most hopeless cases you've ever imagined. And most of the time, when people complain about them or whatever, it's because they want to get back into drugs or something like that. Yeah.
Good observation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dr. Bob, we've had a few questions called in. Let me remind folks that the phone lines are open, 287-3356, and you can call your question in this morning and Dr. Bob answer your question as well. First question came in this morning. Dr. Bob said, any advice for a young pregnant woman?
Yeah, I think that the main one is to do healthy things. Pay attention to your diet and eat healthy, nutritious food. And then you can have mild exercises. And the mild exercises are really good, you know. Don't overdo it, but exercise. And then the other thing, I think, is to do something to sort of like meditate, you know, 15 or 20 minutes or 30 minutes a day. Think of the baby, you know, think of the fetus and this sort of thing. And it's a glorious time. You have a special relationship with mother when you're in the womb. And you know, I think it's a blessed time for them, so appreciate it, you know. If you're single and not married and decide you want to have the baby but want to give it up for adoption and so forth, keep in mind there are plenty of folks who are anxious to wait in line and get it. And so you can have the joy of delivering it and then the joy of knowing that it's being reared by someone who can afford it, who really wants it, this sort of thing. I have seen so many people in their 60s plus, and they've been very affluent and very successful, and they've got plenty of money and so forth, and everything's just right except they've never had any children. And they would give away all of their wealth to have had one.
Yeah, precious time.
Yeah. But one thing for sure, and this is when you're rearing them, remember, they got a little mind of their own, and they really need discipline. Love and discipline, that's right. And it's interesting now because so many young parents really don't know how to do the discipline. They give the child the same rank they have in the family, you know, like we can logic things out with them. You just have to tell them what reality is and how things are and what the rules are, and that they will abide by them.
Well, even it's biblical, Dr. Bob, spare the rod and you'll spoil that child.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this one is important.
Yeah.
Next question. How much CoQ10 should a person take, 50 milligrams or 100 milligrams?
Well, you know, it actually comes in a 10 milligram size. It also comes in a 30 milligram size. The 30 milligram size is very popular. I would recommend the 30 milligram size, and especially if you're, you know, if you're just taking it because you've reached that age, and you know, and what you'll find is probably the 30 milligram size will boost your energy level, and you won't need to take any more. On the other hand, you can take one of them 3 times a day if you want to, very easily, you know, and that's about 100 milligrams a day. But I think that it varies with different people in terms of what the therapeutic dose is for you, and it's just a matter of figuring it out. And really, the experts haven't figured it out yet. I mean, the experts just sort of say, hey, well, regardless of how much you take, it appears to work, and we don't see any real particular side effects from it. But if you do have some side effects, you cut the dose down. It's that simple. Or if it's not working like you want to, if we're talking about herbs here or super nutrients, you can just triple the dose, and almost always that works. I almost like to get sick or have a symptom so I can try one of these herbs out to see how it does, and almost always, especially if I will take whatever I'm taking for it, the experiment with the herb, on an empty stomach, and just drink plenty of water, and sometimes I'll just take that herb every hour. And sure enough, in about 4 or 5 hours, whatever it is, whether it's a cough, a productive cough, or whatever, it just disappears.
There's been a lot of studies, of course, and you've read them. I've read a bunch of studies, too, about the effectiveness of CoQ10. Are medical doctors now recommending that, or is it still something they don't recommend?
Well, it's a little of both, It's a little of both. The pharmaceutical firms do a fantastic job of pushing their product, of marketing their product. And they come to the doctor's office and they take you out to eat. If you're a smoker, they'll give you all tobacco cigars and things like that. But a lot of physicians, and there are more and more of these, they don't speak out that much, but they really will recommend that you start on the herbs or the coenzyme Q10. And really, it's interesting because so many of them are cardiologists. I think probably about half the cardiologists will recommend that you take coenzyme Q10.
Next question. My right eye seems to have lightning flashes, so to speak, in the side of the eye. What causes that, and what can be done about it?
I don't know what causes that, except that, it's kind of like they're supposed to be. Maybe there are little flakes in there, like a little bit of cholesterol or something like that. And what happens is when it's floating around, you see the kind of light like that. And almost always these things will just go away on their own. You can do eye exercises to sort of help yourself, and that is, just sit somewhere and focus on something, put your finger up and focus on just your fingernail that's just 6 inches away, and then look beyond it about 10 feet and focus on whatever you're seeing there. Now, when you do that, your finger kind of becomes a blur, and then look 100 feet out, and just that simple, and then come back the same way. And then you can look to the left, look to the right, look up, look down. And they do those kinds of things sometimes in meditation and in yoga. And little things like that can improve your vision. And there are things, too, that you can go and, I think one of them's called Eye Bright. But you can actually go to the health food stores now and ask the clerk, what do you have that's good for eyes, for improving the eyes? And lutein, Lutein, something like that. Lutein is something that is really helpful, and it strengthens your eyes, improves your vision. My wife and I reached middle age about the same time, and when you do, you have trouble reading, and so usually you get reading glasses. And we both got reading glasses, and she started taking lutein, and within a day she just put hers down. She could read without any trouble, and she didn't have to take anything. On the other hand, I just continued with my reading glasses.
Next question. Does gastritis cause stomach pain, vomiting, and diarrhea, and how to get control of the gastritis?
The answer to the question is yes, it can do all of those things, and you get control of it, number one, by analyzing how am I taking things in my mouth. Do I chew my food up well? And I would say the first thing to do is decide you're going to chew your food, that you're going to eat slower, and that you're going to chew your food up at least 35 to 40 times before you swallow it. In other words, get it to be mush in your mouth and then swallow it. Usually when you do that, it goes down into your stomach, and now the stomach secretes hydrochloric acid, which is important for it to digest the foods. If it secretes the hydrochloric acid too fast, then you get gastritis and problems. If it does it too slow, you get indigestion. You know, you belch and you're slow to digest your food and this kind of thing. But one of the best things, to do is find out how something like baking soda works. Anytime you get gastritis, indigestion, any kind of problem like that, if you will put a tablespoon or teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of cold water and chug-a-lug it, you'll burp the nicest burp you've ever burped in your life, and it'll make you want to drink it just so you can experience those pleasant burps. And it's interesting because the burp is pleasant. It doesn't burn coming up like belches often do. The other thing, and we've talked about this a lot, there are a lot of good things, but aloe vera juice is fantastic. And I know you keep some. I keep a gallon of aloe vera juice at home all the time. And the other thing is, the price of it used to vary tremendously depending on where you bought it. If you bought it at a health food store, it would cost as much as $33 for a quart of it. But now you can get a gallon of it for $6.40 at Walmart, and then the price is kind of down in regular drugstores also.
Next question: what's good for a backache?
Well, lose 30 pounds. Lose the beer belly. Actually, a jacuzzi is great for the backache. And sometimes it depends on, you just have to ask yourself, what's causing this? Have I torn some muscles? Have I pulled some muscles? And this sort of thing. And then the big thing is, yoga is great for things like that. Especially if you're a little older, chair yoga is wonderful. Now, I know...
what was that again?
Chair. Chair yoga. Yeah. And you join some place like Lifestyle, and they have yoga classes, and there's no special charge for it. You go each day. I take chair yoga at Lifestyle every Monday and Wednesday from 11 to 12 when I can remember it. But let's see. I'm serious about if you're 50 pounds overweight, and I have been there, so I'm not being critical. I'm just saying if you're overweight like that and you start having back pain, it will go away if you lose 50 pounds. If you develop diabetes, it will go away if you lose 50 pounds. And then the same thing if you develop hypertension. It will go away if you lose 50 pounds. And that is provided you're 50 pounds overweight. And I have never had that suggestion not work for individuals with those three conditions. And I had it one time when it almost didn't work for a guy who had the build of a tackle from the Washington Redskins, and he was the kind of fellow that if you told him something, he tried it and he did it, and if it didn't work, he came back and took it out on you. And I thought he was going to do that for me. He had lost about 20 pounds, and he didn't feel any different. But then when he hit 30, boom, the pain went away, and boy, he was a happy camper. And I was a happy camper too, because he had told me some stories about getting even with people and physicians who told him that something was going to happen and it didn't.
Next question, interesting question. Do you believe that people who are dying and in pain should take morphine?
Well, the morphine is going to kill you quicker if you take it, and I think it's up to the individual. For instance, believe it or not, the body adjusts to death, and there's no pain in death. Now, you may be painful for just a little while about something, but then something kind of happens that the pain eases up, and now you're just in this restful, peaceful state, and you simply just kind of go to sleep, and you don't want to wake up, and that kind of thing. And when someone gets ready to die, if they're in their 70s or 80s, they're going to die. And they'll die peaceful, and they'll die at home, that kind of thing. And it's just amazing how our body works. And our mental attitude is the most important thing, if we have a positive attitude about things. There have been people who've gone to a physician before and he says, listen, you got cancer, it's hopeless, there's nothing we can do about it, and this sort of thing. And the fellow would be an old farmer, and he would say, you SOB, I'm going to outlive you. I'll come to your funeral, by God. And doesn't take any treatment at all, and sure enough, he comes to the doctor's funeral 30 years later.
Another question has been called in this morning. What can you take to help with insulin in a pre-diabetic person?
To help with insulin in a free diabetic person?
Pre-diabetic person.
Pre-diabetic person. Okay.
What can you take to help with insulin in a pre-diabetic person?
Well, number one, you can keep a healthy weight. In other words, don't gain too much weight. If you're 30 pounds overweight, make an effort to do that. But yes, there are things. If you'll cut the carbohydrates out and just eat fat and protein, if you eat fat and protein, you're going to be really good. Now, people will say, well, there's a little carbohydrates in vegetables. Can I eat those? And the answer is yes, you can eat those. And those kind won't hurt you that much, and especially green leafy vegetables, they're great for you. Most of the time when you read about Americans and our diets and things like that, they'll list maybe 15 or things that we're deficient in, that 70% of the population doesn't have. And so if you'll start taking these, your symptoms, and usually the symptoms are of pain or of tiredness, apathy, indifference, that kind of thing, no energy. And there are all kinds of good super nutrients now that will perk those things up and give you balance back. But usually foods, like the green leafy vegetables, kale, spinach, those kinds of things will really perk you up, and you'll start feeling better. That's the nice thing, is you start feeling better kind of immediately. The other thing that's really important, and this is this, don't overeat. You can always come back and eat it. In other words, you can eat half of it, just put it in the fridge and come back and get it, an hour later or whatever. But as we get older, if I eat a regular amount of food that used to be a balanced diet for me, I'm stuffed. So I've got to eat about a half a portion of everything. Put about 3 things on my plate and eat about half of it, and then I just put the rest away and eat it for breakfast the next morning.
That's the last question that's been called in. We got about 2.5 minutes left, and I know you always bring information in you want to share with us.
Oh, yeah. I love to talk about these things, and especially the new things I'm reading about, And I'll share these thoughts with you. If you have, generally speaking, if you're having any kind of trouble with pain and you're having difficulty getting rid of it, or any kind of trouble with energy and you're having trouble getting rid of it, the newest thing out, and listen, it's not that it's new out, it's that it's being accepted now, is hemp. And the hemp is actually legal in 50 states now, but it's the kind of hemp that has CBD in it. And we have receptors for CBD in our brain, which kind of means that, hey, maybe humans are supposed to be eating this always along the way. And 80 years ago, every farmer grew a few hemp plants and this sort of thing, and it has so many uses for us. But you can get it at health food stores now. In fact, that's the best place to go, because they've got a little brochure that they'll give you, and it's all about CBD. I think it costs about $30 for a month's supply. But any of those symptoms I just mentioned, like pain and this sort of thing, pain and a lack of energy, will be straightened out immediately with this CBD. And everybody's praising it now. I always say keep some hydrogen peroxide at home. That's still my favorite about everything. Raw honey is fantastic as an antibiotic, and also to help different systems in your body, cardiovascular and digestive and so forth. The same thing with garlic. Garlic powder is fantastic. Clove powder is great for pain. And if you'll take the raw honey, the garlic powder, and the clove powder and just put a touch of cayenne pepper in it, it will cure just about anything and take the pain away from just about anything. And the beauty of it is you can take a tablespoon of it every hour if you want to, you see. And if you do that and just drink water, what you'll notice is in about 4 hours you don't have any more symptoms, Now, I say that because I read about it and I say, oh, that's not true, and then I try it myself, and by golly, it is true. It does work.
Dr. Bum, we're out of time this morning, but I want to take this time to wish you a Merry Christmas, you and your family. Hope you have a great Christmas, and we'll see you back here next Thursday.
Well, it's going to be a different one because I'm going to be missing my wife, but, it's going to be.
Christmas without her wife.
Yeah, but I'm fortunate to have had her so long, and I'm going to celebrate her life, and I'm fortunate to have had children with her that we reared together. Yeah. And she reared me right along with the children. I really appreciate her.
Family will be in great support, I'm sure.
And happy birthday, Merry Christmas to all of our listeners.
Thank you. You have a great week, and I'll see you next week.
I look forward to it.
We'll join North Carolina News already in progress.
These are mid to small businesses, I think, in New Hanover County. They are definitely also going to see a tax benefit from the law change. It's just not quite as large as the rate reduction that the large companies got.
8 American tourists are among the 12 people killed in yesterday's bus crash in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. CBS News correspondent Manuel Bojorges is there.
Even though investigators have said they're looking at possible speed as a factor or as a probable cause there based on skid marks at the scene, they are not drawing any definitive conclusions.
One group of eastern North Carolina residents had an early morning wake-up call to find they were on Santa's naughty list. The Duplin County Sheriff's Office and surrounding agencies served 19 arrest warrants to residents across the county who have been charged with trafficking, opioids, and other charges. The flu-related death count for the 2017-18 season in North Carolina is 5 as of Wednesday. The number of flu-related deaths will grow, they say. You're listening to NCN News.
Honey, have you gone on to ncjobsnow.com to look for a new job today?
Thanks, hon, but I don't want to go to a site for government-only jobs.
ncjobsnow.com is not a governmental job site. It's a site for exclusive North Carolina-only jobs. They have great job postings.
You're right. I just logged on, and they have great local jobs. I'm posting my resume now.
NC Jobs Now is not a government-only job site. It's a site with fantastic jobs in North Carolina. Go to ncjobsnow.com today. A great job is waiting just for you.
Add some power to your Christmas list this year. Right now, legendary fuel-powered steel chainsaws start at $179.95, and steel battery-powered blowers start at just $129.95. Deck your halls with power. Put a steel under your tree. Fuel or battery, find the steel power that's right for you. Search STIHL or find a dealer at steeldealers.com. All prices MSRP at participating dealers.
The top Democrat on the U.S. Senate Intelligence Committee is defending Special Counsel Robert Mueller and his probe into Russian election meddling. Virginia's Mark Warner says he hopes the president meant it when he said he has no plans to fire Mueller because doing so would be an overreach of executive authority. Warner feels recent attacks against Mueller are a coordinated effort to discredit him.
Those statements are reckless, they are inappropriate, and they are extremely worrying.
Governor Roy Cooper isn't giving up on trying